All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to begin by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to hopefully lit. Right, so there was this Super Bowl commercial with the Ring camera, right? And really, I'm just gonna play it, and then I'll speak on it afterwards.
Pets are family, but every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs. Since launch, more than a dog a day has been reunited with their family. Be a hero in your neighborhood with Search Party. Available to everyone for free right now. Join the neighborhood at ring.com.
This is Milo.
So
Milo.
as you can see, Esau again. These are just ways that they will. These are just some of those devices, right? So this is just like a warning of, things to look out for. Devices that we should not be ignorant of. Especially in the days of Jacob's trouble. It's just proven prophecy, man. You're not gonna be able to get away from Esau, Edom. Those of you who are a part of that 2/3, right? The Lord is going to protect the elect, but again, Esau gonna be coming hard on Jake, so these are just examples of how bad it will be, right? You're not gonna be able to escape, right? So that's why you gotta get back to the basics, turn to the Lord, repent for from your ways, right? So get a couple of scriptures. Let's see, we'll start with this just because I said it. 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? Again, these are just, so this, because it says it's AI, right? It's AI detecting, so it detects your faces, things like that, facial recognition, right? So, the same way ICE is cracking down, you think they're not using AI? You think they're not tracking these people down like this, right? Martial law, things like that. You see what Trump's doing. It's like if I pronounce the word wrong, but it's authoritarianism. I think I'm saying that right. Let me look that word up. Authoritarianism. I think I'm saying that right. Authoritarianism. Slacking. But let's just read it. It says it's a form of government characterized by concentrated power, limited political pluralism, suppressed civil liberties, and demands for blind submission to authority. Standing in contrast to democracy, it often relies on coercive methods, controlled media, and rigged institutions to maintain power, sometimes arriving through democratic, albeit fragile processes. Right. It says power concentration. Power is held by a single leader, a small elite or party, rather than being accountable to the public. Limited pluralism, political opposition, and independent organizations are either non-existent or heavily restricted. Suppression of dissent. Civil liberties and freedom of speech are restricted, with dissent often punished. Weak rule of law. Existing laws may be ignored or used to serve ruling authority. And again, these are just characteristics. I'll read the last one. Lack of ideology. It says, unlike I don't even know how to pronounce that, totalitarianism. It says authoritarianism regimes often lack a deeply rooted all-encompassing belief system focusing more on maintaining power, right? Military dictatorships, absolute monarchy, one-party rules, personalist dictatorships, hybrid regimes. That's enough on that, really. But again, this is what we're coming to, right? You're not going to be able to have the liberties and the freedoms that America claims to have, right? Let's read this historical context, right? It says historically, authoritarianism was often established through military coups, right? Military coups. So, as you see, Trump has sent, the military to various places, right, to combat, certain things, especially, like I said, with ICE up there in Minnesota, and things of that nature, right? So that's what this country is turning into, but that's all a part of this persecution, right? Things like this will happen, right? And this is really what's happening with the Northern Kingdom already, right? Revelation 2:10, it says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life," man. So, these, you can see how, Esau is starting to desensitize, the people to these things, because you already have people who are Republicans and, the right wingers, who see this as okay, they see this as okay. They treat, our brothers, the Northern Kingdom, as, like dogs, right? So especially when Jacob's trouble happened, and they have conformed, along with the rest of the people, right? But they have conformed to the beast system. When these things begin to happen again, they're gonna look at the people, like the men of the Lord, as terrorists or illegal, in this case, illegal immigrants, things of that nature, right? They're gonna say we don't belong. So, again, these are just ways, or examples, right? Like I said, with this AI video, or the Ring camera, using that to track down quote unquote pets and things. But we know, again, we can't be ignorant of your devices, man. Because if you don't comply, right, they're gonna come up against you, right? This is Revelation 13 and 15, right? It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed," right? So then again, they're gonna track you down. You're not gonna be able to escape. If you don't comply with the beast system, if you don't comply with the ways of Babylon, you're gonna be exiled. You're gonna be executed. How I told you that in Revelation 2, and right here in Matthew 24. Right? Let's start at verse 6. Matthew 24:6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass," right? And we already know multiple wars all the time, right? All these rumors, just watch the news. If you don't know what's going on by now, you're just not diligent. You're living under a rock, right? You're not on your watchtower, right? But verse 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows," right? And this is the point. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake," right? So, going back to that, that Ring camera commercial. Let's see if an image comes up. Ring camera. AI. features. I feel let's just go to the website. Let's see. Powerful intelligence at your service. I didn't. So like, why does this keep showing? It says that Ring AI powers peace of mind for your home with Alexa Guard and protects your whole neighborhood with Neighborhood Assist. It works quietly in the background to make your yada yada. I just wanted to say if it would. So look at this, right? Alexa Guard identifies who's who. With familiar faces, beta 1, which means it's like in testing or whatever. All right, it says easily tag your family and friends in the Ring app so that your 2K and 4K cameras can notify you when someone is spotted. Familiar faces will be rolling out on more devices soon. So it's able to read the same way that your phone is reading your faces, things of that nature. I mean, this is just ESOL devices, right? They're getting more and more innovative to steal the title of this, right? But so this is really just a warning, a warning type video, if anything. Things to watch out for in the future. But Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to end by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect.